signs of God's plan for my life? Which is such a good question that I feel like we all need to know.
Yes.
Daniel, you got this.
So, yes, I have this question. So the question again is, what are signs of God's plan for my life? I know a lot of you guys, especially when I was y'all's age, I was thinking, what am I going to do for the rest of my life? I'm in high school, I'm about to go to college, and I need to select a major and all this other stuff. So many times before God is going to show you anything, he wants a relationship with you. This means constantly praying, doing your devotions, seeking him before anything the world has to offer on that cell phone, at school and all that stuff. That could even be saying no to drugs and alcohol and even more. So there are just a few distractions that cause for clear signs that are right in front of you to be unnoticed and pushed aside. So having a close relationship with God will make it easier for him to give you these signs.
That's right.
For the plan he has ahead of you. So I'm gonna just go over a few signs that God may give you. These are not all of them, but these are just a few. So some signs that God will give you is just plainly telling you the plan he has for you. Sometimes God will give you a thought about a plan that he has for you and the impact he wants you to have on this earth. And it is our responsibility to be able to listen to it and realize that it's him. This is just a side note that you must know that God's plan will never include anything that goes against his word. Right. So a lot of times we have thoughts that come in our head, and you need to be spiritually mature to know that if it's him, sometimes the devil might be speaking to you too. So you need to be fully aware who is actually talking to you, and that God's plan will not go away from his word. Another sign is other people affirming your call. So a lot of times our calling can be affirmed by our friends, family, and spiritual mentors like Pastor Brandon, Pastor Jessica, Pastor Steve even. And this is why it's important to associate yourself with other believers. This way you have a good influence in your life, and you can also talk with other people who you are comfortable with about thoughts of the plan God has given you, and have a more valid approach on your calling. So we've heard plenty of times that God will usually give us two signs kind of validating that idea. And so talking to somebody else may confirm that thought, and that might be your second sign. And then one last sign may be your gifts and talents. So a lot of you guys are in fine arts, and y'all are kind of discovering some of y'all's gifts and talents and singing and art and all that stuff. So a lot of times we become passionate about sports, clothes, even other people, art, and serving in ministries. I know a lot of y'all are kind of getting into kids ministry or serving back there, something like that. So these passions can sometimes be signs of God's plan that he has for you. So using your gift to talk to people could be your sign to minister to other people. I know Thomas, I talked with him earlier. He did t-shirt designing. He's moving on to nationals. That could be his passion turned into passion, and that could be him spreading, the word of God through that. So you never know what God can do through your gifts and talents. So just be open to the plan that he has for you.